Good evening. Happy Saturday again. Um, Tonight I'll be reading out of 2 Timothy 2 verses 22 through 24. Flee the evil desires of youth and pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace along with those who call on the Lord out of a pure heart. Don't have anything to do with foolish and stupid arguments because you know they produce quarrels. But the Lord's servants must not be quarrelsome, but must be kind to everyone, able to teach, not resentful. God calls us to a higher standard. And when you say yes, you're going to be a servant of the Lord, you have to know how to let things go. And most of the time we get into arguments, stupid arguments, like the Bible says, out of pride. I've been there, done that. I lived like that for years and years and years. And it was simply because I couldn't be wrong. I just wasn't gonna be wrong. I just wasn't gonna be wrong. And all it does is destroy any type of relationship you have. Anytime you engage in stupid arguments, and most of the time they have nothing to do with nothing, and they're just not that big of a deal. You are damaging not only your relationship, but you're also damaging the person that you're talking to, especially if you won't let up. And I was a person that did not let up. Okay. Like we arguing, then we arguing. I say when you're a child, you think like a child. But there's a time when you have to put away childish things. No child of God should be engaging in these stupid arguments. No child of God should be walking around having even foolish conversations. What are you even talking about? The book of Matthew 12 and 36. Matthew 12 and 36. Matthew 12. Where is it? I was sharing this with someone earlier. And it reads, "But I tell you that everyone will have to give an account on the day of judgment for every empty word they have spoken. For by your word you will be acquitted, and by your word you will be condemned." All of that, you think you're winning, you think you're saying something, you think you turn somebody down. What you're doing, all of these empty, idle words that you spewing out of your mouth is being written down in your book. He's writing them all down. And on Judgment Day, you will give an account for every empty word you say. And the first thing people like to say is, but that person made me mad. You can justify it to you, but when you have to stand before God, will you be able to convince God of the very thing? Do you think it will make sense to God? The things that you say, how you tear down people, it didn't make sense to me. It did at the time. It don't make sense to me now. I can remember saying some things. I have said some things that should have never been said to a person. And I did it because I wanted to win. But in the end, do you really? Do you really? And when what? You destroy. You can destroy a person with your mouth. You can destroy a person's self-confidence. You can destroy a person's ego. Imagine, I mean, anybody. I mean, a friend could leave, but how a parent talk to a child, or siblings talk to each other, and cousins talk to each other, that stuff hurt. Thank you. And like, people carry that stuff with them forever, and just to know, you think you won, you're gonna have to give an account before God, because your win could be the very thing that God condemned you with. Just be repentful, have a repentful heart, apologize, and be sorry. And to repent means to turn away from, but we have to be careful what we say with our mouth. We have to be careful with the stupid and foolish arguments that we get into, that in the long run don't mean a thing. It don't mean a thing. You don't have to prove that you're a more terrible person than the person you're talking to. What are we even doing? I did that, and I won many arguments. And in the end, I lost a lot. Have a good night.